I've been playing a lot of Counter-Strike 2 recently, and I thought it was just me being bad and missing shots like this. But I guess it turns out that once again, hitboxes are insanely broken. I say again because we already had to deal with CSGO hitboxes and agent skins not necessarily fitting to the model correctly. But as it turns out in CS2, hitboxes, regardless of what agent skin you're using, in some instances like crouching and looking down like when you do to plant the bomb on T side, your head hitbox, for example, is nowhere near the visible player model that you would see and be shooting at in a game. I dropped a short on this and go figure it went crazy on TikTok because of all the Valorant players in the comments. But I wanted to make a full video on this to look into it a bit more and try to see exactly when hitboxes are the most messed up, because I feel like knowing that might be helpful in comp or something right now. Before I do, as normal, I need to pay for food, so let me give a shout out to today's video sponsor, SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is hands down one of the best bot trading sites you can use with CSGO skins. Say you want to upgrade some of your current skins, this would be the perfect site to do it with. You can also straight up buy skins too, and with their 35% deposit bonus plus my code, it gives anyone quite a nice balance to work with. There's even free giveaways and rewards for completing simple tasks on the site to help you get even more skins. Get $5 for free now with my link in the description below. So for those of you who didn't see the short, I want to highlight once again this tweet that I talked about in it. This guy on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it now, he posted this video the other day on October 7th, and I just realized now this got over 3.8 million impressions. That's actually insane. But I believe he was basically the first one to point out that when you look down or something in game, player hitboxes for both T side and CT side are insanely incorrect. He posts some more photos to show these examples so you can see like when the bots are crouching and when they're not crouching. But the important thing is he also tells us how we can try this in game too to see this for ourselves with these commands here: bot_mimic and ent_hitbox. If I come into Counter-Strike, in order to set this up, you're gonna go ahead and click play like you normally would, but you're gonna go into a practice like offline server basically. I'm gonna go ahead and use Nuke for this example because I think these hitboxes show up the best on Nuke. And then you're also gonna want to set it to infinite warm-up so we can just mess around and kind of do whatever with nothing happening. Once the map loads in here, I'm just gonna go CT side, and then before the game starts, before we do anything, we gotta enable SV cheats 1, and then I also want to do bot_stop 1 so that when we do start spawning bots in, because you know there's none in the lobby right now, they don't just start running everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and press enter on that as well. And then because we need bots to actually show what we want to look at, I'm gonna go ahead and also type bot_add_T side, I guess. I'll press enter to add one of those. I'm gonna do that one more time so we get 2. Both of those guys are now in the game, but I'm gonna go ahead and run over here to B site because again I think it looks best right here, at least the hitboxes. But I'm gonna go ahead and aim my crosshair about here, and if I open my console up again and type in bot_place, it should bring one, yep, right up to where my crosshair is about. Now we got, who is this? Bot York right in front of me. Now it looks pretty normal and everything right now, but we want to enable that ent hitboxes command next. So if I go back to the console and type in ent_hitbox, you could just copy and paste this from the tweet if you want, and then press enter to execute that. You're going to see that now the hitboxes, the colorful lines, they show up on the player model, so we can see basically exactly how these are right now. Now when it comes to just a normal player standing, it doesn't honestly look that bad at all. Like I guess you could shoot through the back of a player head, which is not the best, and I guess looking at the leg too, you could also kind of shoot through, oh, maybe not. You can kind of shoot through his leg. Honestly, it's not that bad compared to the crouching scenarios, but that's what we're going to look at next. So if we go back to the console again, and in order to get the bot to crouch, we have to use that bot mimic command. So that's exactly why it was mentioned in the tweet in the first place. But again, opening console and typing in bot_mimic, and then space 1 to enable this. Once I go in and press enter, the bot basically going to do everything that I do, but just the opposite of it. You can see the hitboxes are already a little bit wonky as it's running back and forth. They like kind of move before the model, I guess. That's a little wacky. I do know this ent hitbox command might not be displaying correctly because I did see a tweet the other day that did show how in-game when a player is running, if you shoot at the hitbox with the ent hitbox command enabled, it actually doesn't do anything. It only does something if you hit the actual player model. There's nothing wrong there. Like that's how I would expect the game to work, but definitely interesting to keep in mind. Going back to the bot though, now it's doing everything that I do, including crouching and looking down. So while I can't unfortunately type into the console and crouch and look down at the same time, I don't know why. If I go ahead and just straight up look down and then open my console again, type bot_mimic also once again, but then 0 this time in order to basically stop it. Once you press enter and then close your console, you should see the bot in front of you looking straight down, and yeah, you can see exactly how insanely messed up the hitboxes are. By the way, real quick, if the bot doesn't stay looking down for you after you turn off mimic, you might have to do bot_freeze space true before you do bot_mimic 1 and then bot_mimic 0 to, hold that position. But yeah, this is exactly what this guy on Twitter, this tweet was highlighting, and it's exactly true. There is nothing clickbait about this. There's nothing, it's literally just completely broken. Like, I don't understand how Valve was able to put this game in with it being like this. Like you can see if I shoot towards the torso, then it starts to clip this side, basically where the arm should be for the player model, but it's in his waist. So that's what I'm hitting there. Bro, that's insanely, that's just whack. I have to say right now, I think by far the most important thing to remember here is you're gonna want to at least think about when a player is either planting the bomb or maybe when a CT's defusing the bomb. I think most scenarios are probably just gonna be that unless you're on top of like silo on nuke or something looking down. You want to keep in mind that head hitbox is not going to follow where the head goes. So to get that easy kill, while you would think, oh, let me just tap the head real quick. No, you gotta tap like far above it, basically way to the left. Hard to say if Valve has even noticed this issue yet and when they're gonna fix it for sure. Definitely keep this in mind though, because knowing these hitboxes are this broken, it could give you a massive advantage in game if you know where to shoot when everyone else, you know, doesn't. Anyways though, if you made it this far in the video, definitely make sure you guys drop a like and of course subscribe if you're new. And if you make it this far, let's take guesses on how long it's gonna take Valve to fix this, because I'm not gonna lie, it could be a while knowing their history. Anyways though, now whatever video YouTube's showing you on your screen, the algorithm thinks you might like, so do me a favor and go check it out.